Guess who did everything but forgot to move his microphone? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I hope you guys are having a good day. All right, we should be good now. Hello again. Yes. All right. Cool. Actually, I don't. We'll just put it like that. Or actually, I could. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Hello. One box at a time. Yeah. I've got. This thing is massive. Absolutely ginormous. All right. So, you even see my face? You can't even see my face. That's wonderful. But you can see the box, which is the important part. That's fun. This box is huge. So SNES it. A couple of them were donated to a local donation place by me, and I found them there for like 20 bucks, and like they have the games priced $3 or $4 each. So it was a pretty good deal. They couldn't confirm that. The only thing is that they couldn't confirm that the SNES is actually turned on and everything. So that's kind of a major downside, yeah. Hey, Becca. Yes. Oh. Wait. Nudge my computer out of the way a bit. So I can get a bit closer to the table. So, yes, so each of these were about 20 bucks each, which isn't too bad, but the only thing is that they couldn't confirm that they work. The games were like $3 or $4 each, which, so it wasn't a bad price at all. So I have actually turned them on, and they both power on. They do not output video. Well, at least this one doesn't. The one that's got something rattling around in it, it's probably the corner piece here. It looks like whenever this got hit, it like broke off, and it's probably still inside the case. So that's fun. This one did actually like output video and stuff. However, it only put out video with Super Chaser HQ, which I think the HQ thing means that it has an onboard like graphics kind of chip thing to help the SNES do things it usually couldn't do. I think like the original Star Fox had the same thing. So my worry and my guess is that there's something wrong with like the graphics chip in both of these, and that's why they won't this one won't play anything besides this one. So I am a little worried about that. If they were both working, I'd totally like get them out and like show you that they're working and everything, but this is the only game that works with just this one. The other one I couldn't get to work at all. So probably in the future what I'll do is I'll take at least one of them apart. Like, I mean, one of them's already like I can't get to output video at all, so I'll probably take that one apart first as just practice, clean it up, and put it back together, and we can see if we can get them working. But at the very least, it's pretty cool. It came with some pretty good games. Super Chaser HQ isn't bad. Super Mario All-Stars, F-Zero, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong, Monopolies, whatever, and then like 2 other random stuff, Toy Story and Monopoly. Something else kind of neat that it came with is this official Nintendo SNES cleaning kit. So if I can open it up here. It's kind of it's a bit of a funky thing. I don't think that number works, by the way, anymore. If you try and call it. Probably that number does not work anymore. But what it is it has like these 2 like claw things in the bottom where the board would be and stuff. And you're supposed to like to clean the connector pins, you're supposed to put this like in an SNES over and over again to help like clean up the connector pins and stuff. So even gonna fit in there? Yeah, I think the case is kind of funky, but anyway. Clean contacts and connectors in seconds, assuring peak performance. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of cool that this thing still had the box and everything like that. I don't know. And that it was officially licensed by Nintendo. Have a weird little oddity. I can get it back all in the box, okay. So again, it probably won't be this stream, but because I have other plans for this stream, but at some point here, probably sometime next month, we'll get these out and I'll open up at least one of them and clean it up and see if I can get at least one of them working properly with all these games. Who knows? We may actually have to open up the game cartridges and clean like those connector pins and stuff, because those could be also part of the problem. I mean, yeah. These things are pretty old, so when I first saw the games, I was worried that they were actually like knockoffs or something, because there were so many like big SNES games there, but like based on, and they're actually in pretty good condition, like pretty good, but based on the, you know, deterioration of the connector pins, they're most definitely actual cartridges, so that's cool. Also, the other reason I don't hook it up today is because it's a bit of a pain in the butt, because obviously it doesn't have HDMI, so you have to like do a couple of funky things if you want to capture game footage from an older console like that. A box. What would a box of crap be if you didn't have more than one box? And didn't I see another box in the background of that thumbnail? You did. So we got some stuff to go through here. Among Us. This thing is like $40 on Amazon, so I bought it. The second Japanese GameCube controller came, so that's cool. This is the one I'm planning on just leaving in the box until the other one wears out. So, and then there's some games and stuff here too. But you know what? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not. This is what we all came for, right? We came here for the Among Us Imposter Edition Special Edition box. I don't know. It was just funny. It's like, it's $40 for this, and it comes like with a plush and stuff apparently in it. So I thought it was funny. I thought the box was kind of neat. There is a bigger version that has like a blanket in it and stuff, but I didn't really care about that. I just thought it was funny, and I thought this box looked better, honestly. So we're doing the Among Us Imposter Edition collection. So I got my trusty scissors here. So we're gonna go ahead and open up this thing and see what's inside. All right. Surprisingly enough, the SNES is the one, or sorry, SNES. The Nintendo Switch is the one with the least branding on the box. I don't understand why all the companies felt the need to put this huge border across like all of the boxes. Kind of ridiculous. Like if you just put it like as a little square there, it works fine. So this is actually the most clean one and the one that messes with the like design of the box the least. All right, which side does this come up on? I want to like, I think. Okay, so that's the back, so this must be the front. I'm trying to open this without ripping it because I want to keep it in nice condition so I can put it on display in the future. Although that may be a little hard to do. I feel like I'm gonna rip the cardboard if I try and pull up off the top. Oh, there we go. All right. I got a little dead guy there. Boom, boom, bum, bum. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Look at the little guy. He's like a felt plush. That's kind of fun. I'll definitely have to put him in the background. Nice. It's not bad quality or anything. It's like a nice felt plush. Yeah, I'll put him over, where should I put him? Where should I put him so you can see him? Here, I know. He'll just be staring at us from the background the whole time. I don't think there's a lot actually in there. I think that's most of the box is just the plush. But it looks like there's a bottom to it. Yeah, there's like a bottom to it as well that you can pull up on. Let me just get this stuff out. I don't know. It's funny that it's like only 40 bucks because like if you think about it, like if the game is 20 bucks and the plush is like 20 bucks, that's not bad. All right. That's everything in the box then. All right. Yeah, there wasn't much inside the box in this edition besides the little plush. If you got like the $80 one, it also came with a blanket and stuff, but I didn't really care about the blanket. So you know. We've got this neat little pin of somebody getting vented. A lanyard, which I'm sure I will never use. And then the actual box case of the Switch edition of the game with like that holographic front on it. I might not actually open that. I might leave it as is for now. Oh wait, there's something in there though. Okay, hold up. Was there a card? There was also supposed to be a card. Maybe it's probably in the thing. Why does it say crewmate edition? Oh right. So there's like I think 3 different editions. So this must be like just if you just got the basic edition, the crewmate edition is this, and then imposter edition comes with that guy, and then I think there's one more edition that comes like with a blanket as well. So but I think some of the stuff is actually in here, so we will actually open this up. Like there's supposed to be a card and like a little uh, uh, floor plan thing for one of the maps in here. Trying to open this without, like... I will buy the most expensive edition sometime. Sure, why not? It's not that well, compared to like some other collector's editions, it's not that expensive. And you can still get them on Amazon right now for new in box. So that's why I wanted to do it, as it was like, it's still new in box and everything, right? Get this apart without... Yeah, one collector's edition I want to definitely pick up when it's available is the Tears of the Kingdom one for the new Legend of Zelda game, but I'm sure that's going to be scalped to heck and back for like the first few weeks that it's available. Okay. And it's got this slide cover. Oh, okay. Oh, that's neat. Okay. So the card is... what was over top of it, like that holographic card thing. All right, and then let's see. Okay. Yep, and inside we've got one of the random cards. Apparently there were a bunch of different random ones that are kind of collectible, I guess, or whatever. This one is the blue one, which blue is my favorite color, light blue, so that works out. And then just a little thank you for buying, you know, the game and stuff in here. Some stickers. If I can get the stickers out. Yeah. Stickers in there. Probably won't use those, actually. I'm not a huge person to put stickers on. You seriously want in right now, Kat? I'm in the middle of something. Fine, I'll let you in. I'll be right back. Yeah, I wouldn't personally do that, but I'm sure there's somebody who did. And then the last little thing here is what appears to be a, like, blueprint thing for one of the maps, so. Ooh, you see that well? Oh yeah. I think that's for the new ship one, isn't it? Yeah, the Skeld. The one that I added from what was it? Henry Stickmin. I think? Or maybe that's the original ship. Yeah. That's kind of a neat thing. I probably won't, like, put it up as a poster or anything, but yeah. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get all this back in without damaging anything, yeah? Cool. We got it all back in nice. Nice and neat. And then, yeah. And then there's the pin and stuff. That's kind of a neat pin. I will say that. It's kind of a neat pin. Maybe I'll put that on the... What? No. All right. Gonna sit on my lap or not? Whatever. She can do whatever she wants, I guess. Apparently, she can get whatever she wants around here. Throw away the plastic in a minute. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put some of this stuff back in the box, just to keep it together, and then I'll probably put the box away for now, and hold on to that, because boxes like that make it easy to it's kind of a fun box to display later, and it'll make it easier for when I have to move, you know. I can just put the plush back in here and keep everything together. But for now, we'll leave it out about. Among Us plush. I'll probably put him in the back. All right. Don't need this anymore. But actually, we'll put. She looks like she wants to get on my lap, but I keep moving around, so she's not sure yet. And then I'll have to throw this plastic away. Alrighty. So that was the major things, the SNESs and the Among Us Edition box that she got on the bed. Yes, you're very cute. So those were the major things. I've got some other games that I picked up. Would you draw Among Us for your Surfer Future emote on Discord? I could probably draw that. Anyway, for the moment, I do have a couple of other games that I picked up from on my way back yesterday. I picked up a couple more games over the last week or so. Well, a couple more games. What happened was, right, I picked up a couple of Switch games, and on my way back from picking up one of the games, I stopped at a local game store thing, and I picked up a bunch of games there. So I just want to go over those real quick, and then after that, I think I'm going to take apart a couple of my 360 controllers on stream and clean them up and put them back together, because one of them really needs it, and one of them is new, so... Oh, no. I don't. I barely play any of them. So what happens, right, is sometimes some of them will get donated to a local donation place near me. So I'll pick them up for like $15, right? It's like, how can I say no to a $15 Wii? And then sometimes I'll want like everything, and like somebody will be selling their Wii collection. So like the Wii, the games, the controllers and everything, and I'm like, you know what, for $100 I'll buy the whole thing, right? And then I get all the controllers and the games and everything, and it just so happens to come along with a Wii. So that's how I ended up owning 15 Wiis. Or not 15, not yet, 5 Wiis. We're getting there. So anyway, I guess for Switch games, I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles. These are all secondhand, by the way. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and I actually found a copy of Pokemon Scarlet for like $42, which, considering that's like brand new and it's been out for like what, a month or two now, pretty good. I could wait like probably a few more months and this would go on for like $40 or $30 when the next Pokemon game comes out, but for now I'm pretty happy just to pick this up now. Maybe I'll play it on stream at some point when we run out of Persona stuff to play. Or not. Who knows? Maybe I'll just play it in my own spare time. We'll see. Okay. So hear me out, right? I got a bunch of, like, really bad DS games, right? Like, just bottom of the barrel... $2, $3 DS games. And if you were here for an earlier stream, you will know I don't actually want the games. I want the cases, because the cases I can put Game Boy Advance games in and stuff. So, for example, here, which one should we? Let's not use this one. This one still actually needs to be cleaned up. But so I did this on an earlier stream, and actually it's funny, because I was buying like the same game like 3 times. Well, they're only $2. Like the case is like the game is $2. It cost me more to ship these things on eBay. Trust me, I've looked. Like the shipping alone for these games is like, and the cases and stuff is more than I would be paying for the like games themselves, like the cases. I bought on eBay like a lot of like 6 game cases for 99 cents, and the shipping was $13. So plus this way I actually get to see the quality of like the case and stuff, and see how dirty they are or aren't before I buy it. So I just it's not a flex, it's just that I found out that I have disposable income now that I have an actual adult job. Like all my life I've never had money, and now I have a little bit of money and it's going straight to my head. Okay, are you gonna fit in there? Please fit in there without making me break something. You should be able to fit in there. Maybe if I there it goes. Okay. Kind of had to snap into place. No, I got to slow down on the spending though. I do. My finances are fine. It's just I don't have enough room to store all this stuff, right? Like where am I supposed to store all these projects and stuff? So I'm hoping actually next month to start working on some of the projects so I can actually be like, okay, I can't save this one, or, you know, I can get this working so I can actually use it, you know, so it's not just taking up space. So now I have a cool like box to keep my Game Boy Advance games in. And so that's, I don't know, it was $2 and it's a cool way to display things. I actually have to get a better printer if I want to do more of these, because I just printed this out on basic paper and it doesn't look that good in person. It looks fine on the camera, but like in person you can definitely tell it's just printed on paper. It's not like printed on like anything nice. So yeah, so that's the idea. Also I do have some DS games that are just loose, so I guess I could also buy cases for that too and print out the covers for those instead of like tracking down a case for like a popular game. Like I think I have a loose copy of Pokemon like Pearl or Diamond or something. There's no way I'm gonna be able to find a case for that that's cheap, you know. It'd be better off like buying a $2 case and then like printing out the thing itself. So anyway, so that's those. Guess we'll go through this. Xbox 360 Live Arcade. This was like $5 or whatever. It was just oh, this is neat kind of thing, because I like the Xbox 360 and it's kind of funny to see like Xbox Live Arcade games, so like downloadable games on an actual physical disc. I don't know, it was just kind of a cheap, funny, like little interesting thing for me. Some Wii games that are actually pretty cool I picked up. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which is a GameCube game that required the bongos. But they ported it over to Wii, and now it doesn't require the bongos because you just use the Wii remotes instead. So, and the reason why I'm flipping the cover is because the it's supposed to be flippable. The as sold, like, cover art is like really funky because it has like the a bunch of stuff plastered all over it, but like the back, like if you just flip over the cover art, it looks fine. I don't know why they went with like the weird bad cover art, and then they're like, well, we'll print the good cover art on the other side. So that comes with like the everything in there. That was pretty cool. Red Steel, a game about dual wielding a katana and a gun with your Wii remotes, so that's pretty fun. It was like $5. It's an okay game. It's not a super standout game, mostly because the motion controls can be kind of finicky sometimes, but the idea of being able to dual wield a katana and a gun is kind of fun. Sonic Colors, kind of hit or miss for some people, but I enjoyed it. And the box art is pretty good. Like, look at that box art. It's so reflective. The box itself actually does have some damage, both up here and here. It looks like somebody's dog bit on it, like bit on the corner or something. Have I ever played horror games on Wii? No, I haven't. I know there are some, but there aren't a ton. But I can, you know, I can get a case for this down the line. Like, I think I have already 2 copies of Wii Play from just buying, like, you know, stuff at the store or whatever, or like at the donation place. So if I find like a better case, I can just move the box art and the disc and everything over to that. And then finally, this is the game I actually went out to go get the other day, and I stopped at the game store on the way back. Skyward Sword, hit or miss for some people. It's the 25th anniversary edition though, so it's very shiny, and also it comes with the CD disc in there, so the audio disc with a bunch of Zelda music on there. I used to borrow this from the library, and it had the audio disc in there, and so I would just like listen to the audio disc a lot. Got the game in there as well. I'll probably actually still buy the definitive edition on Switch at some point if I see it for sale, but this pretty much completes my collection of Wii games. The only things that I'm really missing are Super Mario Odyssey, not Odyssey, although I am missing that, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Those are the only like real big, well, I guess maybe Wii Sports Resort are like the only real big Wii games I'm still missing. So #1 stream of Persona 5 Royal, first playthrough. Oh, it should be in the playlist. If you look in the playlist, what happened was YouTube requires you to apply to stream, and you have to wait 24 hours from applying to actually stream. So I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to do that on the day that I was going to start Persona 5 Royal. So I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna but I have a second channel where I had streamed before and had applied to be able to stream and stuff, so I just streamed it over there, and you can find that. So if you go into the playlist, it's added in, but the original video is still hosted on the second channel. So that is what it is. So yeah, if you go into the like into the playlist, it should be there. Yeah, I've kind of thought about doing some stuff with the second channel, because it used to be a place of just me dumping my VODs from Twitch. So like I would record the VODs while I was streaming them on Twitch, and then I would just upload them to that channel, just as kind of a place to keep them together, and for people who wanted to go back and watch the VODs on something that isn't Twitch, you know. But obviously, since I haven't been streaming on Twitch as much, and every stream I do now is mostly already backed up on YouTube, I haven't really been doing anything with that channel. I've thought about maybe streaming games on there that aren't like anything related to Persona and stuff like that, and I may do that in the future, but it's just, you know, there's only so much time in the day, so to like also stream on another channel while I'm still trying to keep working on this channel is a bit much. Couple of other games here. This is a PS3 game, the Deadpool game. I figured I'd pick it up. I don't know. I'll probably play it at some point. Probably not on stream, but I don't know. It's a fun game. And then this is kind of cool. This is a collector's edition of a zombie game called Dead Rising 2. The fact that it's a collector's edition, and it was like less than 20 bucks, is kind of cool. It's like in this nice steel case and everything. It's got a little bit of wear and tear, but it's a pretty cool case. And the game itself is pretty neat, so I thought I'd pick that up. I think it's missing a sleeve. I think there's supposed to be a sleeve that goes over this that has like the name of the game and everything on it. But just the steel case itself is pretty cool. So this is Sunset Overdrive. You can see here it was $4, which is a shame because this is a great game. Think Tony Hawk. It's like a third-person shooter where you can grind on rails, run around, bounce on bounce pads while shooting guns at like monsters and enemies and stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, because it was an Xbox One exclusive for a long time, it got kind of passed up. And the box isn't in great condition, but it's a day one copy. So I don't know, maybe I wanted to save it from being, you know, just lost or whatever, and it was $4. So maybe I'll give it to a friend, or I'll find a another game where I can take the box and put this stuff in it, like the find a better box for it and stuff, and just have a day one copy of it. So that's cool. I don't know. It's a really fun game. It's too bad that it got kind of overlooked. It's on Steam now if you want to buy it. Unfortunately, the multiplayer aspect of it is not on Steam. They didn't move that over, unfortunately, when they ported it. I think you still can play the Xbox One multiplayer, but it's kind of dead, as you might imagine. So, and then last little thing here. This is a box, like another collector's edition that was also pretty cheap, but it's for Halo 5 on Xbox One, so that's why. The best part about this box is that it says nothing about it being for Halo 5 on it. As you can see, it's just cool UNSC Halo branding on it, so I might put like a different game in here or something. It came with these cards, which are kind of whatever. They're not really anything interesting. So it's kind of a, like, if I was buying this new, I would be very disappointed, but to pick it up for like less than 20 bucks, it's a very cool like box that I can put like something I actually like in here, like an actual game I like. Because it just says you know, like it's just got Halo branding on it, so it's like, I don't know, pretty cool. So yeah, that's everything I got yesterday and over the last week or so here. Let me just, it's kind of a shame too, because I just cleared off space on my shelf behind me. That's usually behind me. So you guys are usually over here on top of the TV. So the bookshelf behind me, I cleared off some stuff off of it and put some into storage. Stuff into storage, but unfortunately, like, you know, I just got a bunch of stuff, so I'll have to like clear off some more stuff, I guess. I think what I got to do is just get a bigger bookshelf behind me. So I'll have to look into that, I guess. Or like maybe one that's meant to like hold games and stuff, so they have like, you know, shorter shelves but more of them. So we'll see. I definitely got to consider that at this point. That, or I need to get some more storage space, because things are starting to spill onto my floor and it's not great. Like, they're still in boxes on the floor, but they're still on the floor, you know? So okay, so that's all like the new stuff and all, everything. The next thing I'm gonna do that was loud. So, Xbox 360 controllers. They are my favorite controller to play around with. Yes. So this is the one I use to play both Persona 5. I've been using it for like the last year or so. especially with Persona 5 Royal. But towards the end of Persona 5 Royal, this A button actually started to get bad. Like, it doesn't work as well anymore. And also it's starting to get a little grimy after being in my hands for like hours and hours and hours. So I actually picked up another one off eBay. This one is also kind of grimy though, but it like, you know, works pretty well. So I think what I'm going to do is like at least take apart these two and clean them up. This third one over here, it's fine. I stopped using it. I stopped using it because the wire is starting to get frayed here. So I don't know. I guess what we could do is like something we could do in the future is if I get one that has a good wire, but the case is all scuffed, I could, you know, mess things around with that. But yeah, for now, I'll probably actually take this one out. I'm not gonna do anything with it. The plan is to clean both of these up a minute, take them apart, clean them up, put them back together. I've actually done this before. For this one, you may notice that the thumbsticks are actually pretty good. That's because they're replacement thumbsticks. I got some more today. These, so that'll help. So if these thumbsticks aren't super good after cleaning them up, we can always replace them. But I don't think we're actually gonna need to. These seem to be fine for now. And I'd rather, you know, keep the original ones on until we have to replace them. So yeah. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna have to move you guys around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to move the camera and stuff. So let me go ahead and do that. I also need to get like a little thing of water to put off to the side so we can put the pieces in there to soak in like warm water while I'm working on taking the rest of it apart. Let me you guys can go ahead and look at this latent thing a minute while I go ahead, just listen to the music for a bit, hang out. I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys around, get a thing of water, and kind of set up for the next part of this stream, and then we'll do all that kind of stuff. Please don't drop the water. Please don't drop the water. All right. And let's maybe move the switch so we have room. Start some bitter mug. And not this water. It is very warm. Alrighty. Cool. Let me turn on the camera again. Alright. Alright. That look good? That looks fine. Okay. So which one is in more need of repair? I think this one still works. It's just a bit dirty. So let's go with the black one first. Yes, new angle. Dude. Kidding? You guys are actually over. Alright. Trying to find enough room with this big chair to squeeze myself in between these two things. Okay. That'll probably be fine. Alright. So let's start with this bad boy. Let's go over here somewhere. We got a drink. Alright. Yeah. We have a good spot for him. Now he's still staring at you. All right. What do we need here? Okay, it's not looking like anything like special screw wise. How long do we have on this music? Okay, we're only like halfway through it. Cool. This playlist is only like 2 hours long, so we may need to find another playlist at some point, but for now it's doing fine. All right, let me see if I can find the right size screw head here in a minute. It should just be a standard, yeah, okay, that'll work. Right? Is that too big? No, it seems like right about the size. It might be a bit too big. I think it's tripping out. Let's go like one size smaller. These screws are pretty small. All right. I think this one may have been opened up before, actually. Just due to the fact that this thing there's usually a sticker here on the back that you have to peel off in order to open up the controller, and it's so that they know if you voided the warranty by opening up the controller. Of course, that was back in the day when they were actually, you know, still servicing these things. I don't think Xbox is still servicing Xbox 360 controllers. GameStop might, but you know, not exactly Xbox, are they? What is you? Oh, hello. What are you? What are you linking me? Oh, yeah, I know. It would probably be nice to have, but this came along with the screwdriver set, so. Maybe in the future, though, if I start taking apart more things and everything, I'll invest in a nice magnetic bowl. But yeah, you're right. It's like $5 on Amazon, so I should probably just get one next time. Thank you. Somebody over on Twitch linked me a bowl, like that's a magnetic bowl that you're supposed to put screws into. I forgot to put the thing on screen so that people in Twitch and YouTube can see each other's chats. Sorry about that. I forgot to do that today. There's a lot of moving pieces to doing this kind of stream because I have to set up like a separate camera and everything, so it's just one of those things that slipped my mind. I mean, it would definitely be useful in the future. This is also kind of nice because I get room to like lay out different types of screws and everything. So I can kind of keep like screws of a certain shape together, but definitely like a magnetic bowl would be nice for things that have a lot of screws. So for sure, if I like decide to open up like one of those Wii's and clean it out, it would definitely be useful for stuff like that. Working our way around. There's a total of 7 screws on the back of the Xbox 360 controller, and that's mostly what keeps it together. And that's probably as far as we need to go. You can take apart like the board and everything, which you'll see in a minute, but we don't need to do all that. I've confirmed that the controller works, so the board is fine. We just need to like open it up and clean it up so it's not like gross. It's like, you'll see it especially when I open up. The Xbox 360 controller has a problem where a lot of like grime will get in between like the seams and stuff, and it's hard to get that stuff out without taking it apart. But a lot of controllers actually have that kind of problem because they're in sweaty gamer hands for hours and hours, especially a controller as old as this. All right, so I'm seeing 6 screws. Did I miss one? I did. Bottom left. Again, I've done this before, so hopefully this will go better than the PS3 controller taking apart and cleaning that I did a while back, where I kind of gave up because I was watching a YouTube tutorial that had a different version of the controller, and so he didn't have a screw in a certain place that I did. So looking back at it, I probably needed to take out one more screw or whatever to get the rumble packs out, and I didn't realize that, so I just spent like half an hour talking to chat trying to get the rumble packs out without breaking anything. So yeah, those 7 screws come out, and you can see the whole front end just comes right off. So this is the buttons up here. This is the D-pad. Go ahead and take that rubber thing off. You like just already crumbs and stuff are falling out. I'll probably have to like wash off my desk a minute. I'm just gonna set the plastic buttons in the water and let them kind of soak. And with this key, this thumbstick came right off, which is kind of not a great sign because that means it's not very well attached. It should be more well attached. You can see the this one here didn't come off because they're supposed to be right on top of these things. Again, though, I can definitely replace the thumbsticks if I need to. Rubber thing. I might need to remove the D-pad as well. I haven't done that before, and those screws are pretty small. I think I have the right size for them. This like D-pad thing here. There's 2 like tiny screws there. that's keeping this in. So I might have to actually remove those if I want to do a good clean of it. But there's like crud all around like the edges here, where like it gets in between that little seam there, and it's hard to get out unless you open it up. Here, let me get this off my way. All right. So I think we might as well. Do I want to do the D-pad? Yeah, I should probably do the D-pad. Well, let me see if I have the right size screw for that. I mean, I can just leave it to soak, but it will kind of mess a little bit with the screws in the D-pad. Like they'll probably get rusty a bit faster that way, but should have a screw head small enough for those. They're tiny. About the right size? I think that's actually about the right size. But that's like minuscule. I mean, like, look at how small that screw is. No? Look how small it is in my hands. Anyway. Out. Actually, leave it with the screws so I know which one to use. Alright. Coming out though. Nice, that's one. Or I put that on the magnetic tag so I don't lose those. That one's being a bit more stubborn. Is that one just stripped out or something? Did somebody take this apart before? I might need to go even one size smaller or something. Or one size bigger, maybe. Let me try that. I'm just glad that they don't have any proprietary screws. Some like a lot of Nintendo stuff has a tri-wing screw design, so it's not your standard screw head, so you need to like buy off Amazon like these screwdrivers, or like find a really complete screw head set that will have those in there, and they're not very common. I have those, but yeah. I'm just glad I don't have to mess with them, and I can just use this nice one I've got. All right. Am I missing something? I thought that was supposed to... I might need to look at a tutorial for this, because I've never actually taken the D-pad off. I assumed that it would just pop out once I got those screws out, but it's not seeming to want to. There might be something else, or maybe it's two pieces? It could be two pieces. That's good. Yeah, I might want to take a look at... Oh, I know what I need to do. I see it. Okay. Yeah, it's two pieces being held together by these like little things here. So I just need to take a pair of tongs or like tweezers or something and like pull in on them. And then this should come right out. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. So there's the D-pad. There's the back of the D-pad. This just fits in, like, there's two little prongs there that pop right into the... Cool. I'm glad I was able to figure that out without looking up in a tutorial and stuff. Throw those in the bin to rinse off a minute. All right. Let's go ahead and keep working on taking things apart a minute. So we got all that apart and most of that stuff is soaking. Let's take... Okay, so let's take this thumbstick off. Go. Throw that in the... There to soak. And then the next thing we need to do is get this board off. But we don't need to, like... Because we also want to clean these triggers as well. And, like, the inside of it. I think it just pops right up. I don't think there's anything in particular holding this in. Like, there's no screws or anything. Yeah. There might be on different models, but at least not on this model. Because this is the wired model. Have I taken apart a unwired model? I think I have before. Yeah, I have. Board should just lift up. The problem is getting it with the oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you just got to kind of press down on the triggers and come right out. All right. The hard part is of the board is not getting it out, it's getting it back in, because everything has to kind of go into place. So now we've got the put that over there. We've got the whole shell taken apart. Yeah, you can just like really see, like, even on the table and stuff, like stuff is falling out. Like there's just all that crap in there, like people's dead skin and crumbs or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually rinse these off a minute. Yeah, I mean, just like look at the R2 bumper there, grody. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually rinse these off a minute. Not in the like little bucket there, but like in under actual hot running water a minute. And then we'll let them dry out and we'll put everything back together. Oh yeah, this can come out too. I forgot about that. So I'll go ahead and rinse these off. We'll let them dry off. And then once we've taken the other one apart, they'll probably be about dry, or we can dry them off and put it back together. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, everything is nice and wet and much cleaner. So, like, all the grossiness is washed off and everything. So we're just gonna set the wet parts over here and let them dry off. They probably won't be completely dry by the time we get the other one apart, but they'll be mostly dry, and I can finish them off with like a towel or something. So very carefully, let's move this over. As for the thumbsticks, there's ways to get them off, but they're a bit more complicated and in depth. And trying to get them back on is also a bit of a pain. So I haven't actually done that before, and I'm probably not going to do it here on stream right now. Maybe in the future I'll do that. I'll probably just wipe them off a minute with like some water. And like try and get in like the little engravings with like a toothpick and stuff. Set that over there for now. Look at all that crap. All right, so that's the black one done. This is the white one. The bad thing about the white one is it really shows the yellowing of like dead skin and everything on there. And the black one, not so much. You prefer the wired to the wireless that uses 2 AA batteries? For computer games, yes. Obviously, if I'm playing an actual Xbox 360, I will use a wireless controller. One sec. I've got this very nice Halo 3 edition one that I like to use for that. I've replaced the thumbsticks and like, you know, cleaned it up like I have these two here. It's not too much different. Besides, obviously, the board doesn't have a connected wire to it. It's just got like the AA thing in the back here. But to play an Xbox 360 controller on a modern PC, or any PC as far as I know, you need a adapter for it, for like the wireless, because it doesn't use Bluetooth yet. It's before the generation where they started actually using Bluetooth. So you need like a $40-$60 adapter or something that a third party sells if you want to use a wireless Xbox 360 controller on your PC. And it's like you have to install a separate driver for it, and it's a little funky. So I haven't really gotten into that yet. The wired controllers have done fine for me. They are kind of hard to find, actually, surprisingly enough. Like, even on eBay, they're not expensive. You just can't find a lot of listings for them, unfortunately, for whatever reason. So maybe at some point I'll buy that adapter and like go through the hassle of setting it up. But yeah, right. Maybe if I was to like set up a computer as part of a like living room, like gaming center kind of thing, then I would think about like going through the hassle of setting up a wireless adapter for the 360 controllers. But when I'm just sitting at my desk, just plugging in a wired controller just works so much better. There's like no input lag or anything. You don't have to recharge the battery, so it just works better. So yeah, that's why. All right. Here's the thing. I don't want to mix and match screws too much here, so group all those together. Really obvious which goes where, because they're actually color coded. Big one that I used for that, so we'll go ahead and take the back off this one and start cleaning this one up too. It's not too bad. I find most controllers aren't too bad, as far as I can tell, because they're mostly just, you know, plastic shells with a single board inside of them, and some, you know, buttons and rubber between the buttons and the board. The thumbsticks can get bad. Like, if you're trying to fix or recalibrate thumbsticks, that requires a level of knowledge above what I have. It is possible to like fix drift and stuff, or to like recalibrate them or whatever, but again, it's beyond the knowledge that I have to do that kind of stuff right now anyway. Maybe in the future I'll learn how to do that more the more I take these apart. I've got a Wii Pro controller I've got to take apart at some point and clean up, because that one's also pretty grody. It's in good condition. It's just really grody. It's been sitting in somebody's, you know, a floor, or, you know, or something, or in the back of the couch for like a long time. The only problem is It's not a super popular controller, so I can't find any good videos on YouTube of people taking it apart, but I imagine that it's probably pretty similar to most controllers, so I'll do that. And then obviously there's those PS3 controllers that I have to take apart, clean up, and replace the thumbsticks on that one, so maybe I'll do that in the future, now that I know that there's an extra screw there keeping all that stuff in. But that'll be for another time. I just wanted to get through these Xbox 360 controllers just because I use them so much, and the fact that the A button on this white one has started to go funky is really annoying using it day to day, because I'm still using it day to day. So hopefully we can open it up and clean it up, and putting it back in will help the A button a bit more, but I'm thinking that's probably just usage because I've been using it so much for so long. So if that's the case, I'll just switch over to using the black one for now. And I guess if it continues to be a problem with the white one, I could also swap the boards for that black one I have. But the problem is that the board is obviously connected to the wire, which is starting to fray on that black one, which is why I'm not using it anymore. So not a really good solution. That's why I picked up the black one off eBay to clean up and start using. So maybe I'll have to look into more of them. All right. I do wonder if you could take the faceplate off of a wireless 360 controller, like that Halo one, and put it on the front of a wired one like this. That could be kind of cool. There are some very cool controller designs for Xbox 360, but you'd need to buy a special edition Xbox 360 controller, which isn't too bad. Depends on which version you want, but like if it was a Halo one, I'm sure, which I would want it to be, it would be kind of expensive, I think. But it could be kind of cool to, like, I don't know, maybe buy a third-party faceplate and put that on a wired controller. I'm just gonna throw the buttons in and stuff because the buttons are pretty interchangeable, so I'm not worried about mixing and matching the buttons as much as I am like obviously different parts. You could mix and match different parts. That could be kind of cool if you wanted to put like some of the black parts and white parts together to make kind of a black and white design or whatever. That could be kind of fun, but yeah. All right. But that's beyond the scope of what we're doing today. Today we're just trying to clean things up and get it usable again, and maybe in the future I'll mess around with making it look cool or you know, doing stuff like that. So. And these maybe I should live if I go I think I have to go back and actually edit the description anyway, because I forgot to include the playlist to other videos where I'm doing stuff like this. But let me think. Hold up. Yeah, so I'll probably see if I can find the listing for these thumbsticks, so if somebody comes by this video and wants to use the same thumbsticks or whatever, they can also find them on Amazon. Not sponsored or anything, they're pretty good. They don't feel bad at all. Yeah, let's get these. Yeah, getting these boards out is pretty easy. You just got to kind of press down on the triggers and kind of lift up. But getting them back in is a bit more of a challenge, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right. And you can actually tell which board is which because the white one has the gray cable and the black one has the black cable. Sorry, just putting the board over there along with the cord and everything while we continue to take this apart. Okay. So we've got the back off of it and everything. Oh, I dropped some of the, whatever. Yeah, those parts can just soak. I'll just rinse out these parts once we get done with this. This one's not going to be as grody, just because I've already cleaned it, like, not that long ago. So hopefully it's not that grody. But, yeah. It still could use a good rinse out. And hopefully taking everything apart and putting it back together clean is going to help the A button. I have my doubts on that now that I talk about it more, but are these different sizes? Is it the same screwdriver I used for other ones? All right, I think that screw was just a exception. I think I need to go one size smaller. I think that other one was just a bit stripped out, so having a bigger screw helped there, or a bigger screw head helps there, but it's supposed to be smaller. Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer the Xbox 360 controllers quite a bit. I'm just the most comfortable with them because I've used them for the longest time, and being able to use them without extra steps on an any like Windows computer is nice. Do you think it'll be able to fix the A button? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that it's not a hard. I'm guessing that it's a problem with the board. I mean, we could take a look at the board and see where the A button is and see if it's like getting corrosive or something. What the heck? This isn't working either. We did need to go one step up. Okay. Because I'm guessing it's just over usage, and if it's the board itself, then cleaning everything up isn't going to help too much. Although it's starting to yellow, the board or the controller is starting to yellow because it's white. Of course, it's going to show up stuff a lot better than like a black controller would. So it just needs to get cleaned up anyway. Like, it's got a bunch of dust and stuff in it, and it's been a couple of years of constant usage from me, so oh, that's why it's not turning. I'm missing the... It's really... Do I need to go one step up? I mean, the next step up would be the same size as the other ones. These small screws are a bit funky. There's a number 2 pencil eraser on the boards to contact surface. Yeah, I could get some isopropyl alcohol. We have some upstairs. I can go grab that and rub that. Use that to clean up the boards if it's something like a dirty, like a connection like that, but oh, am I finally getting these screws? I feel like I'm just stripping the head. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with these screws. Like, these small ones are real pains in the butt. I guess we could just ignore the D-pad, but I'd like to get these out. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I feel like these are just getting stripped out. Maybe they got stripped out when I first opened it or something. I'm not sure how much bigger I want to go though, because I think I'm just going to keep stripping them out. I might just leave the D-pad as is. Yeah, I can just rinse it off and it'll get mostly clean. All right, whatever. But yeah, while we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at that board of the white controller and see if we can notice any like visible signs of like deterioration. I mean, it looks fine, like on the actual board. So this is where the A button would be, is here. Game Master FPS pistol grip controller. I've not seen that. Hold up. Google it. Oh gosh. Oh. Sorry. Oh, I think I threw up a little in my mouth. Oh my gosh, that is sickly. I mean, it looks kind of cool in a grungy kind of way, like an early 2000s grungy kind of way, but I would not want... That is the little brother controller. That is the second player controller. That is the like friend coming over controller. It reminds me of I got what was it? I think Oh, right, the PS2 stuff, and one of them was a GameStop controller, and I was like, ew. Yeah, this should be... Okay, so this is the A button right there, right? I don't see any, like, visible signs of, like, wear and tear on it, really. So, I mean, I guess that's good. It's not, like, dirty or anything. I guess I have a number 2 pencil lead, or, like, pencil around. I could try rubbing it on there and see if it helps at all, but I don't know if it'll do anything. I guess it wouldn't hurt to try. I can't make it the A button too much worse, so. Clean it. Oh, sorry, knocked into the camera there a bit. Yeah, okay. I'll go get those. I can go get those. Those aren't a problem. Give me like 2 seconds. Also, there's some other parts on the board that would be better. So let me go get those, and I'll wash off these while I'm at it. And then we can let this stuff dry while I clean up the boards a bit, maybe. Because that other board could probably use some cleaning too. I haven't looked at it yet, but it probably could. All right. All right, I'm back. So yeah, we got this one bottle and then this full bottle, so we got plenty. Let me just put a little bit on there, stick it right up to the hole, I guess, and yep. All right. We'll just go ahead and clean off these connector pins. There's some dirt over here as well that needs to be cleaned off. There we go. All right. So yeah, we want to probably clean off all the button connectors for sure. Do those. Keypad. Very dirty on the left side here, so let me see if I can clean up some of that. Yeah, that one's already gotten pretty dirty. And then we'll take a look at the other one in a minute too. And then the black stuff isn't quite dry yet, but I can go over it with a towel or something, or some, I don't know, paper towel or something, and get it completely cleaned up a minute. Like completely dry before we start putting things back together. Yeah, it's kind of threading on the pins a little bit, but otherwise, yeah. If you know how to solder, you could even get these thumbsticks off and clean those up and then solder them back on, or solder even new ones back on, but I don't know how to solder, so maybe the backside would be a good thing to look at too. See if there's any major grime or anything on the backside too. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's surprisingly clean. I'll say that, given how old this thing is. All right. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully that'll help it. Same with hopefully that'll help it. Same with the I guess you could take off these rumble packs. I think they're just pin connectors. Huh, but I really don't want to do that right now. I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to. This one looks fine. There's a little bit of griminess down here by some of the pins, like some actual like garbage on it. There's some dirt over by that side too. Yeah, there's some areas that could use cleaning up on this one too. Might as well, since we've got all this stuff out anyway. I mean, it did work before, but hopefully this will help it last a bit longer. I definitely got to do this for that N64 at some point too. At least open it up and get the reset button unstuck so we can actually, you know, try the games. I'll have to open up those SNESs too and clean them up. At least the connectors, so we can double check and see if it's the something with like the graphics chip or something is not working. And hey, I mean, one of them doesn't even work, so I can start on that one. So if it doesn't go well there, at least I didn't break anything that wasn't already broken. Lots of little projects like that, like taking apart those Wii's and cleaning things up. Next month I have a lot more time to work on stuff like that, where I will hopefully have more time to work on stuff like that, so maybe do a couple more streams of that kind of stuff. What is he doing? Dumb. This is a 360 controller, a wired Xbox 360 controller. It may not look like a wired Xbox 360 controller, but I assure you that it is, or at least it is without all the case and everything. And in fact, once I finish cleaning up the board here, we'll go ahead and put it back together, and you can see that it is, in fact, an Xbox 360 controller. All right, I think that's good on everything for this controller. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is still a little wet, so let me grab like a towel or some paper towel or something, and we'll finish drying off these black pieces. I'm also going to need a towel, probably. Better get this drying up the pieces that are soaking right now, and the thing over there. Let me put this up, not back, so it doesn't. All right. So, do we need to replace the thumbsticks for this controller? I think not. I think one of them was a bit funky, but the other one was fine. See if I can figure out which thumbsticks are which. Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell actually, because the little nubs are worn down on one, but not the other. the white one, and these I think are the original ones. Yeah, they are. Now that one's pretty. Yeah, they should be fine. All right, let me go grab like some. I think we're actually out of paper towels, so I might just grab like some regular napkins and wipe this stuff off so it's dry, so we're not putting, you know, wet stuff on the board and everything. Put a signature on the inside? Why? I don't know. I should probably actually look into like third-party shells. They probably don't make them for specifically the wired controller, but they could make them for like the regular Xbox 360 controller, and I could at least like change out the buttons or something to make it look a bit cooler. But yeah, this is the white one, the one that's in pieces over here, is the one I've been using for all of Persona 5. So the A button got a little funky and stopped working. Still a little bit of crud in there. Get that with my... I'm going over it. So I wanted to take that one apart, and I actually got this one, this black one, off eBay, and it was really grungy, so that's why I'm taking it apart and cleaning it. So hopefully... taking apart and cleaning all this stuff will get the A button working better on the white one, and if not, I always have this black one that I just cleaned up, right? So I think there's still water still in those little like holes. Here, maybe we can get it with a Q-tip. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. Getting in there with a Q-tip. Clean that the holes up. All right. How is your day going, Dumb? Is your day going pretty well, I hope? I know I probably should be playing with a PlayStation controller for stuff like Persona and Kingdom Hearts, but it's more work than it's worth to play with a PlayStation 3 controller, and I don't own any PS4 controllers. Let me know if the music finishes up. How close are we on that, actually? Still got like another 20 minutes or so, and then I'll change over the music to something else. Different Nintendo music playlist. All right. That's that one dry. Got a lot more little nooks and crannies for water to get in, so they're mostly dry already. I just got to make sure that they're completely dry and see if there's any more crud on them that needs to get like cleaned up before I put them back together, obviously. But yeah, you missed unboxing the Among Us definitive edition, or the Imposter edition box and everything, Dumb. You'll have to go back and watch the VOD, I guess, if you want to see that stuff. Maybe I'll timestamp it afterwards. I think I'll go back and like timestamp it and include like some stuff in the description after I'm done with this one for the VOD. All right. All right, that one's dry. Okay. This stuff dry? Still a little bit of crud though. I guess if I was being more economical as a content creator, I would save the unboxing as its own video or something, right? But whatever. I don't really care. It's not like I'm getting paid for any of this anyway. I'm just doing this for my own fun. I don't make a dollar, I don't make a dime. I've frittered away so much money on streaming stuff. And other junk, but you know. Or I should say other crap. Haha, box of crap. All right. That's about everything. Oh, right. The yep. Man, a lot of gunk on these bumpers. Okay. That should be good. All right. Okay, so first things first. Let me go ahead and put this back in its back in the bottom. So get the big thing is let's get the rumbles back, or the rumble things were back where they need to be, and get the triggers back where they need to be. All right. As well as, of course, the cable. So there, getting things, the Xbox 360 controller back together is a bit of a puzzle sometimes. You'll see what I mean. Like, getting this part back in isn't too bad, but like getting everything together in one go is kind of funky sometimes. All right, so that's the triggers back in. That's where that goes. Yep, rumble, the aux port. Okay, cool. Starting to come back together, and then this goes on the bottom, like thus. Nope. And then let's go ahead and put the thumbsticks back on. Or are these the, oh. I think these are the original. Look at those thumbsticks after they went through the wash. Or like, they were just sitting in water for like a few minutes, and look at how grody they got. I think those are the, original ones. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to reuse those now. After cleaning them off, you can see how much, like, they've been worn down and everything. Good thing I have the new ones. Or, like, the replacement ones. We'll actually open that up, because I haven't actually opened those up yet. Come on! Thought I didn't need those. Maybe I do, still. Oh. There we go. Kind of broke the bag a little bit, but fine. Put these new ones on. All right. Probably just have to ditch the old ones. So we'll go ahead and put these on a minute. That on. Okay. Hopefully keep the rumble in place. All right. And now for the fun part. We get to try and put all this thing back together. put all the buttons back in, because getting all the buttons back onto the front of this can be a bit of a pain. So first things first, we're gonna need one of these. This little thing of rubber. Gotta make sure it's dry because it's gonna go directly onto the board, so. Okay. Cool. That goes over here. And that's for the start select buttons and A, B, X, and Y and all that. Let's get the D-pad in next. So that's got a couple of screws that's got to go in with it and stuff. There it is. Okay. Cool. Right. This goes... Oh, okay. So yeah, I should probably put that in first then. So is there still some grime on the front of this? Oh, there is. And like on the insides of these button things too. Let me see if I can get those clean a bit. I think I know why people make these as fully edited videos usually and not streams. Because there is a lot of downtime of just cleaning things. And like waiting for things to dry and stuff. Usually. Because I want to make sure I get it done right, you know? Because I'm going to have to use this thing and I don't want it to break or anything. Okay. Okay. I think that's everything on there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and dry off this thing now. I think I'll just get the Xbox, the black one together, and then maybe I'll put the white one together off stream. Like, we'll just get this one together so we know we can do it, and then I'll get the other one together off stream because kind of dragging on just a little bit. Just a little. Almost been 2 hours, so. Unless you guys want to see me put together the white one on stream as well, I can do that. We can test and see if the A button still works, or I can just let you know on the next stream if it worked out or not. Okay. Goes like this. Guides on it. Okay. So then let's go ahead and put the screws in for the back of the D-pad. Gonna be, ooh, those 2 smaller screws that we took out earlier. Gonna need the smaller screw head here. Please don't drop these and lose them. Please don't drop these and lose them. Okay. Cool. Go in the right spot. There we go. Cool. Oh, does this not? Oh, I think the okay, so never mind. The D-pad has to be in there first. These screws don't do anything until or they don't have anything to grip into until I put the D-pad in, I don't think. Good. Let me take that out. All right. We're learning. I'm learning. I'm figuring it out. All right. Now pops in like this. There you go. All right. Now the screws go in. Step-by-step process. All right. Well, at least by the end of this, I should have a pretty good grasp on how to take apart and put together at least a 360 controller. If I need to do something like this again, or I decide to get one looking nice or whatever, I can do that. Like change out the shell or whatever. Because I imagine the face, like the front faceplate at least, should be pretty universal. Between different versions of the Xbox 360 controller. So I could put like I said, a special edition one on the front, or get like a third-party one and use it with that. I think that could be kind of neat. Maybe do that some other time. I'll look into it after this stream, for sure. I don't want to force it too much, but that feels like it's not in there far enough yet. Like it's nowhere near as low as the other one. Oh, that's right. That's the one I needed the bigger screw head on. Thinking about the Xbox 360 is quite nostalgic. It is for me as well. I have good memories of like my 10th or 12th birthday of can't remember exactly what. I think it was, no, it was my 13th birthday. If I'm remembering right. We did a Halo Reach party for my birthday. We got like some projectors, we got a bunch of our TV screens. The cousins brought their Xbox 360s over and we all played Halo Reach for like several hours. It was a lot of fun. All right, let me just double. Oh, that feels very loose. Yeah, that's very loose. That screw needs to be in better. Shoot. I think it's just stripping. Not the screw. These small screws, they strip so easily. I don't know what the kind of screw they used for, or like what the size of it is or whatever, but whatever they used for it, pretty flimsy. Small little screws. How's it going, Union? You missed the Among Us unboxing. And also the SNESs, but neither of them really work too well, so I'll probably have to take those apart and clean them up at some point as well. I think I need a bigger bit head or whatever it is. Let's try it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but these screws are way too loose. Oh, nice. I'm getting rid of some stuff. I wish I was doing that. I just got more stuff. I got more of those DS cases. I went to my a local token, and I have a high opinion of it. Cool. I picked up some more of those DS cases at my local game place for like two or $3 each, depending on the game. Like, they still have the game and everything in them, but it was like $2 or $3 for them, so I think that's fine. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's supposed to have a little bit of give, but it won't when I have the board in there. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. Right? I mean, I can double check. You know what? This one still has the thumbstick in it, or the D-pad in it, so I can... Yeah, it's supposed to have a little bit of... Okay. Cool. I got the D-pad back in. That's a good place to be at. Okay. So thumbsticks are back on, or new thumbsticks are on. D-pad's back in. Next order of business. We got to get the rest of the buttons a minute. Oh gosh. Some grime on these. Let me grab an X button. And I will need one of these. And I will need the black start and select buttons. That. I'll need one of these. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta slow down on purchases, not because my financial situation is getting bad or anything, but just because, you know, storage space and stuff. Like, I think I need a bigger shelf behind me, because usually, you know, the camera's over there, like over that way, because the PC's over that way and everything. But and so you guys see the shelf behind me over there when the camera's on. But I think that that shelf needs to be, I need to get a bigger shelf there, or I need to get rid of some stuff. Or store it away. But I need to get some like more storage space if that's the case. Part of the problem is I'm trying to keep together the entire collection of everybody's like video game stuff at this point. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting like one of those media shelving kind of units to put behind me. But part of the problem is I'm taking care of the collection of like the entire family and stuff. So all the stuff we bought as a family and stuff, I've been taking care of that collection, and before we had a large storage space to keep that kind of stuff, but when we moved over here, all of it went into my room, and for the most part, I've been able to put it in like cardboard boxes and take care of it. But now I'm starting to like try and actually get proper plastic bin storage for it and take stuff out and clean it up and everything. So it's gotten a bit you know, a bit cluttered. Like things are spilling out onto the floor in boxes, but still on the floor, you know. So I've only got so much space. Maybe I'll see if there's some unused storage space somewhere around the house where I can keep some of this stuff in like plastic bins or something. Or I'll set up at least one of the 5 Wiis I own upstairs so other people can use it and play it. Stuff. All right. That's that one. That's the guide button. Also. Big old Xbox button. That fit. I feel like that goes somewhere else, doesn't it? Or yeah, but come on. Yeah, I'll probably have to get rid of some of those Wiis or something at some point. I do want to clean up a couple of them and like actually use them, but I'll probably have to like get rid of some of them or something at some point. Maybe I'll put them up on like Facebook Marketplace and like sell them for like 20-30 bucks after I clean them up or whatever. But maybe that'll be once I figure out like a place to when I start thinking about moving. Right now there's not a lot of good options for moving, unfortunately, so at least not around where I live. So I'd have to move kind of far if I wanted to find a good price, probably like outside of the state, and I don't really want to do that yet. I'd like to stay and live in Michigan if I can find a good place for it. So we'll see. I don't know. When I get my own place, I can have all the storage space I want, because I can use the living room as storage space and nobody will mind except for me. What other state would you want to go to? I don't know. I don't know, because most of the states that are nearby Michigan are like very, very rural, and I don't want to have to be I don't want to be farther than like 30 minutes of the nearest town, you know. And there are a lot of places in the states near Michigan that are like that, where you're like 30 minutes from the next town or whatever, or more. I guess maybe Wisconsin or something, because like but they have much harsher winters than we do. I don't know. I quite like Michigan. It's warm in the summer and we have beaches, and it is a bit cold in the winter, but it's not as cold as some of the other states that are just south of Canada. And it doesn't get hurricanes, it doesn't get earthquakes, it doesn't get tornadoes or anything like that. We do get a good chunk of snow and it gets kind of cold, but I can deal with that. You know, I've lived with that my whole life, so I don't know. I really don't want to move outside of the state. Plus all my family lives here, so there's that. I couldn't ever see myself moving to California or Texas or anything like that. A, it's like across the country. B, I think I'd die of the heat. Just like they would die of the cold if they came here. People are calling Michigan a climate change haven. I guess so, because if it was slightly kind of cold here and then everything warms up, then it'll be pretty mild. Personally, I just find it a pretty nice place to live. I've been all around the state with my family from vacations we took as kids and stuff, and there's a lot of cool like natural beauty to the state. So yeah. I mean, people have been trying to introduce wolverines, but that's on a controlled basis. I guess there's bears sometimes. Like we do have some bears that hang out near some like camping grounds, but that's not, you know, a big thing. The most dangerous wildlife we actually probably have, unironically, are probably deers, just because of how often they run in front of cars and cause car crashes and accidents and stuff. So, all right, we got all the buttons cleared off, so let me go ahead and slot them where they're supposed to go a minute. We're getting to the oh so fun part of trying to put this all back together. Running out of paper towel here. Well, napkins, I guess. We ran out of paper towel, so I'm using napkins. All right. This. That. Keypad. All right. So that should be that. And then we have the top here. So goes on top. Oh, right. We have to put this in first. Okay. This goes this. Come on. There we go. That goes in like that. This goes in like this, right? Yeah. Right? I just sworn. Nah. Is it like that? It's been a minute since I put this together. I think it's the other way. I think it's the other order. I think I gotta put this in first. It goes in like this. Right? Oh, that's the left bumper, so it's got to go in like this. Okay. Right, like that. And this. That. Oh, so that has to go first. Okay. I'm getting there. Like I said, it's been a minute since I put one of these together, so I'm trying to remember where, in which order all of these bits and bobs go. Nope. Xbox 360 controller isn't too hard to take apart. It's just getting it back together that's a bit of a pain. Maybe I should try cleaning up some of my other controllers too. I tried with the PS3 controllers, but I was watching a guide that had a different version than I did, so it confused the heck out of me even more than if I had not followed a guide at all, probably. Oh wait, it goes like, oh, but then I need a example. Let me go grab an example. Okay, cool. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. Got it. This goes in like this. There we go. Cool. Now comes the fun part. So we've got to get this onto this, but the problem is if you put these put this on part put this part on first, then all of these buttons will fall out. So what you got to do is you got to take this part and gently set it down on the front part of it. So the only problem is that these rumble packs have a tendency to fall out, and there's not really a good way to do this because the thumbsticks, yeah, if you put it on like a table or something, the thumbsticks will not go through cleanly, so you have to kind of, oh right, I forgot. And then the rumble parts have to fit into that little groove, so you got to put those in first. I've actually had to have other people hold the front part for me before, but we'll see if we can get it without that this time. I may have to go ask for an extra set of hands a minute just to hold the front part, because it gets funky trying to get this back in otherwise. Oh shoot, I think we might have to abort here. I think we've already get that. Oh, okay. Mission abort. Let's give it another shot. Maybe we can just start it on the table and then we can. All right. A cameo? A cameo of what? Oh, you mean somebody else? Whoever helps you? No, I'll just do it off stream. I'll just ask them to. I'm gonna subject them to that. No, I try and keep my family as far as from the camera as possible. Even when I'm playing games with my brother, a couple of times that I've done it on stream, I've always made sure the camera was off. They have their own life. I can put my face out there if I want to, but they shouldn't have to feel like they have to or anything like that. Okay, I think I got it. Let me just get it. Do we got it? Is it gonna snap together fine, or we got issues? We might have issues. Zoom tight. Getting there. You can see it's like pretty much lined up. I just got to make sure it doesn't like. I think it's supposed to snap into place. So, what's the issue here? Why is it not flush? It's not going together properly. What's happening? Shoot, do I have to take the front off again? Yeah, I might have to take the front off again. Something wasn't lining up quite right. Oh, it's probably that one, yeah, rumble pack thing. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, I just don't want to force anything. It's a bit annoying, trying to get this back together, but it's honestly the hardest part of this. The rest of the like whole taking it apart and cleaning it and everything is pretty simple, as long as you don't want to like take apart the thumbsticks or the or sorry, not the thumbsticks, but the, well, yeah, the thumbstick housing or the like remove the triggers from the board or something like that, right? So getting there. A little bit more. Come on. there something on the right side here not lining up correctly? Maybe like a thumbstick or no? No. Back to square one again. There's something on this side that's not lining up right. I think it's, oh, I think it's the, once again, it's the, yeah, it's the the vibrator motors. Yep. All right, let me put it back on. What we gotta kind of do is let them fall out, put them in. Oh, something just fell off. Yeah, that fell off again. Okay. Can I just put it on? I think I can just put it on. All right, if I put that on the front, then this in together. Oh, I think I got it. Did I get it? Nope. This side is still funky. Okay. What's funky? Once again, I think it's that rumble thing. Shoot. Come on. There we go. Why is it always the rumble packs? It was the same problem, well, not the same, but it was also a problem with the rumble packs that stopped me from fixing the or cleaning up the PS3 controller as well. I couldn't get them out properly, even after like 20 or 30 minutes of trying. I think it was because there was an extra screw, like I said before. Oh, shoot. That I had missed, so I didn't want to force anything, obviously, so. Maybe if I look at it from the side when putting it in. That's gotta go in. Oh, nope. Don't fall out. Great. Yeah, this is why I usually need a second pair of hands, is because there's just too much to line up and like it's hard to see everything at the same time. So I may have to go see if I can find a pair of hands a minute. Give it another try or two here, and then I'll go and find a second pair of hands. Just hold the front for me. Maybe it's the cord? Cord not lined up properly? Nope, it's still going. It's still that right side. I think that right side's being funky. Something about the, like, rumble on the right side is not lining up properly a lot of the time. Yeah. If only I had 3 more arms and 3 more hands, right? Yeah. All right. Let me go grab a, see if I can find a second pair of hands a minute. I will be right back. Forgot. It's Monday. There are no second pair of hands to be found. Most people don't have Mondays off. And I don't usually actually have Mondays off either. It's just a federal holiday, so. All right. Well, let's try and... How's this all? Up? Yeah. That cord's all tangled. Let me untangle it a minute. If that helps or anything. All right. Well, let's try and put in the problem side first and see if that helps. I don't know. I suppose somebody could lend me a pair of hands. Okay. We try and put in this side first. What is stopping that from happening? Is it the D-pad maybe? I wonder? Is the D-pad not on right? Because we did have to take the screws off for that one. Is it not? No, that should be where it is. I wish I had, like, I don't know, like, not a vise, but like something I could put this in that like would hold it on either side without like, while letting things, you know, pass through or whatever. Anyway, like a clamp or something. I wish I had a clamp or something to like just clamp it, or like a second pair of hands or something like that. Something like that. Okay. Give it a couple more tries here. I guess I could always just do this off stream, but I'd like to at least finish one of these controllers. I'll probably end up doing the other one off stream just because of how long this one took. Mine was the Game Boy Advance. It came with Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Leaf Green, and I think maybe one other Game Boy Advance game. I can't remember which though. And then after that, well, technically, I messed around with an Xbox controller before that, and that's how my parents knew I wanted one, like a gaming system. So, but I don't know if you can count that as playing, but I was like, at the age of 3, I was like messing around with an Xbox controller, pretending I was playing Halo 2 or whatever. And then, after that, I played like some Halo 2 as a kid, and then also played some Command and Conquer on the PC. Although the Halo 1 is the one I have the earliest. I don't have memories of playing through Halo 2 first. I have memories of playing through Halo 1 first. Well, I know I played it a little bit, or like pretended to play it, but you know, the actual campaign and everything, I have memories of Halo 1 more earlier than Halo 2's campaign. And then after that, I played a lot of like DS games for a long time. Played some Xbox 360 stuff, obviously, and then yeah. I guess I could go into my whole gaming history, but yeah, that's the first console I remember is the Game Boy Advance with Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Blue. Oh, it also I think came with Tetris, like Game Boy Tetris or whatever. Yeah, I still enjoy Command and Conquer to this day. But I don't know if I'm very good at it, but I enjoy it. But obviously there aren't a lot of new RTS games coming out these days. There was that Federation Force RTS that came out recently that looked kind of neat. It was, you know, that movie about the bugs and everything, that I'm doing my part movie. They came out with an RTS for that series. Is that just... Did I get it? No, I didn't, because now the other side's not staying down. What is stopping you from getting put together? I don't understand. What is keeping this thing from being put together? I just try and put the front on. Okay. Let me see. Maybe a different tactic is in order. Maybe. I feel like it's not gonna work though. Trying to put these like. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Buttons need to go in the front, and then the front needs to go on the thing. The problem is if you turn the front like this, all the buttons are gonna fall out. So I don't know how they got these together originally. I don't know, they probably had it very precise where they could actually just put the front on, but I am not that precise. Or maybe they had some, like maybe they had a clamp or something, you know? Or a second pair of hands. Yeah, I enjoy Sonic, more so for the music than the gameplay. I had a game on the Xbox called like the Sonic Mega Hits or whatever, that had like Sonic 1, 2, 3, Mean Bean Machine, Sonic and Knuckles, all that good stuff. All like that kind of stuff on there, and that was a lot of fun as a kid. Comic Zone, that was fun. Just in the right place, I think. So Comic Zone was fun. I enjoyed the Comic Zone game. The Mega Collection, yeah. Yep. I had that on Xbox. Okay. Maybe I can put that part on and we can reduce the burden on the front a bit. Let me put the buttons back in because they all fell out. I wish I had a good way of doing this. Maybe I'll have to figure out a good way of doing this next time I decide to do something like this on stream. I don't know. It's just the one big hurdle is putting everything back together, which is annoying because it shouldn't be a big hurdle, but it is. Yeah. Yeah, didn't they also remove like the other versions like of the Sonic games from the Steam store when they did that too? So you have to buy the collection that they have out now. Yeah, I still have that Sonic collection. Yeah, Sonic Mega Collection Plus. In the box alongside Sonic Heroes is in that box too, because I lost the box for Sonic Heroes at some point. That was a fun game too. I never actually finished the whole thing because you had to complete so many different campaigns to get through to like the final ending or whatever. All right, shall we give it another shot? Let's give it another couple of shots here. Shot. Okay, not that kind. Maybe if I can keep... Maybe it's the... Oh, I should probably move that onto here so it lines up properly. All right. I'm just going to try and put it between my legs a minute. Sorry if you can't see, but I'm going to try that a minute, I guess. Clamp it with my legs. Hmm. That didn't work. Now all the buttons fell out again. I try my best not to get frustrated by this stuff, but it is getting a little frustrating. My legs are still sore. All right. Okay. Let me put back all the buttons in again. All right. Thanks for sticking with me while I'm doing this. I know it might not be quite entertaining or whatever, but thanks for sticking around and everything. We're almost there. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I'll probably do the white one off stream just because it's taken so long to do this one. I'll probably put it all together and then wait for a second pair of hands for that one. I'll let you know if the A button works better afterwards. But we can at least get this one working, hopefully. Two. All right. Once again, should we try the leg thing one more time? Let's try. Well, is there a good spot I can do? Like, is there a good other way I can do that? I have no idea. I just don't know what's keeping the I wonder if it's like the chord thing here. I wonder if it's that. Not in right. All right, so that in there, that in there, and then we will lift. Thumbsticks can go through. Oh, that fall off again. That fell off again. See if we can guide it into place here. Let me just lift this off then again. This will have to be part of the front when I put it on. The that. All right. Again. I might just have to wait for a second pair of hands or something. But we'll give it another couple of tries and then I'll call defeat for the time being until I can get a second pair of hands in here for today. I was debating whether or not to do this today or try that Pokemon Infinite Fusion game on stream. Maybe I'll still do that on like Wednesday or something, but I figured today I would have time and the energy to actually try and do all this stuff and put it together. I can imagine myself getting very frustrated with this if I was trying to do this like after work and everything. At like, 8 o'clock at night. All right. I think the yeah, the cord thing wasn't lining up right there. Now, what is your problem? What is your issue? What's your damage? Why are you not wanting to go? It's gotta be those rumble things. Gotta be those rumble things, I think. I have a 10-minute errand to run. I might be done before this. I might call it here, actually, so. Yeah. Here. Either way, I hope your errand goes well. But I might have to call it here because I think I'm getting a little too heated on this. And a bit too fixated on this. Like, I'll just have to do it later. Okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I might try out that Pokemon Fusion game on stream on Wednesday, but otherwise, or do something else on Wednesday since that seemed to go pretty nice last time. But otherwise, yeah, probably see you on weekend. Or is it that rubber thing that's not lining up properly? There's so many little things it could be. It's hard to say what's keeping this thing. Yeah. I'm just gonna need a second pair of hands to hold on to it while I do this. I think I'll just call it here for today. It's been 2.5 hours. I've probably spent like a good 20-30 minutes trying to get this last little bit together, so I think I'll just have to get a second pair of hands to help me put it together, and then I'll screw it together. I'll let you know on next weekend how everything went, or I'll show it on stream or whatever, or maybe this Wednesday night or whatever in the next time I stream. In any case, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Anybody who's watching VOD or let's see. Anybody who's watching the VOD or anything, or has been lurking or hanging out, I appreciate it coming by. This isn't the usual kind of thing I do, so yeah, hopefully it goes better next time. We're getting there. Last time I didn't even manage to get it cleaned and taken apart. This time I managed to get it cleaned and taken apart, but I didn't manage to get it put back together. So hopefully third time's the charm with this kind of thing. And next time it'll actually, you know, I'll be able to take it apart, clean it up, and put it together on stream. That would be something, wouldn't it? In any case, I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys again next time. And in case I don't see you, I hope you have a good afternoon, a good evening, and a great night. I will see you guys all later. See ya. Awkwardly turn around and